How deep are you willing to go? Part 2 of the deep things of God. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, starting at verse 7. But we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom, which God ordained before the world unto our glory, which none of the princes of this world knew. For had they known it, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither hath entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. But God hath revealed them unto us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, the deep things of God. If you look online, you'll see that the Pope is supposed to be, quote-unquote, opening up portals on December 24th, 2024. And it just so happens that the location of these portals that he's trying to open makes the sigil of Satan. Now, why is that important? Well, looking at the particular time that we live in, and if he's opening up portals to Satan, what they call Lucifer, which is Satan's glorified name that he cannot be called anymore because he was de-glorified. If they're opening up portals to Satan, it makes me think about a particular verse. And it brings me to 2 Thessalonians 2, particularly at verse 9. It says, even him, which we're talking about the Antichrist, whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Did you notice that the Antichrist does not receive any type of power until Satan gives it to him? That means that Satan hasn't been able to give the Antichrist power this whole time, even if the Antichrist is walking amongst us right now, which he is. And if Satan has not been able to give power to the Antichrist this whole time, that means that has to be a kickoff event that causes him to be allowed to give power to the Antichrist. And that kickoff event is told to you in the book of 2 Thessalonians 2 at verse 7. It says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. The mystery of iniquity is packed full of the Antichrist spirit and his working. The Antichrist spirit has been lying for thousands of years, destroying, stealing, killing for thousands of years. Oh, he been working, y'all. And it says, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. He who now letteth, that lets anything happen, is the Holy Spirit, God. And it says that the Holy Spirit has to be taken out of the way. And if you read in verse 8, it says, and then, meaning after this event of him being taken out of the way, then shall that wicked be revealed. And that wicked that's revealed is the Antichrist. So if you have the Pope attempting to open up some type of portal that's associated with Satan, what does that mean for us at this moment? It's kind of sounding like we're about to go home, and the evil, the ones that have been working under the mystery of iniquity, under the Antichrist spirit, they know we're going home. And hence you have the Pope opening up portals that he's never opened up before. And what is he doing opening up portals in the first place that has to do with Satan? One thing that I want to point out is the rapture of the church is coming soon. But if that's the case, that would mean that Satan would know some type of insight, and he would have his pieces and his building blocks set up already. And we know he has his building blocks set up. Must I go all the way back to 2020 to remind you of all the things that Satan has done to set up that plan? I don't even have to do that. I can just mention in the book of 2 Thessalonians 2 that speaks about the strong delusion. Don't forget that it says that God is the one that sets up the strong delusion. That they, the ones that perish and are left behind, believe the lie. And if God is the one setting it up, that means that God has the aspiration and plan to get his children out of here and then fulfill that plan of the big lie. And if they're talking about aliens and UFOs, you know it's time. So I'm looking at it like this, guys. if there's some type of Satan portal being opened up on the 24th of December, that means that we're about to go home. Particularly what day? It's a possibility we're going home either on the 24th or the 25th. You got drones flying all over the place. Then at the same time, they're telling you it ain't drones, but it's UFOs. Then you got orbs in the sky. You don't know if they're angels, demons, or holograms. Elon Musk working with holographic technology right in front of people's faces in Florida, and they have no clue. Yeah, I'm talking about that rocket stuff that he's doing. So it just seems like it's time for the big moment. Hence why we see the Pope opening up Satan portals. Come on, guys. I don't know what exact day we're going home, but it seems like this might be it. Don't forget all the eclipses that we've had, the different signs that we've had in the heavens. You must remember that the Lord said that his children will receive signs, but the wicked won't receive signs, but the only sign that they get is that Jesus Christ died, was buried, and rose on the third day, and was in the belly of the earth for 3 days. Something's up, guys, and this is pretty